Hey guys, and welcome back. In this video we'll be learning the L4E method, which is considered to be an advanced method but in a really beginner's manner. Also, before we move on to the tutorial itself, before that, learning these moves might be pretty helpful in the L4E method. So we need this HPs with green and yellow needs to go over here, and the bottom color is yellow, remember that, and this is the bottom color too, which is yellow. So when the bottom color faces you, then all you have to do is to do a sledgehammer. But when that piece is towards your left hand side, then all you have to do is to do this. First bring this one down like that, and then bring this one down, bring that up, and bring this up too. See that we have completed this one. And this is also the same case, but the opposite colors is towards the right hand side. So when the HPs is towards your right hand side, then all you have to do is pretty similar to the last case. First bring this one down, and then bring this down, and rest is also similar. Bring this up, and then bring this up. See that we have managed to insert this piece over here. But we also have another way in order to insert an HPs where it belongs to. So in this case I have this HPs right over here, and this needs to go to this spot because it has yellow and green too. So this needs to go over there. But keep in mind the bottom color is facing towards the left hand side. So when the bottom color is facing towards the left hand side in this case, or sometimes when this HPs is towards the right hand side, then it might face towards the right hand side. So whenever it faces towards the left or right, then you have to do this case, which is very easy. Now coming back to this case, when this is towards the left hand side, then all you have to do is to bring the right hand side, which is the opposite side, up, and then make sure that you bring this up in such a way that they pair up, and then bring them down. See that we have made this block right over here. And also this is a pretty similar case to the last one, but this time we have the HPs towards the right hand side, and the bottom color is also facing towards the right hand side. Then all you have to do is to bring the opposite side up. In this case right's opposite is left, so we'll bring that up, and then match yellow with yellow like that. And then once I match that, then restore the centers like that. See that we have completed with this one. Now let's get right into the tutorial. So the first step in the L4E method on the Pyraminx is to make sure that you bring all the three centers in the same phase. So in this case I have yellow over here. So as soon as I found another yellow piece, I'll make sure that I bring it over here, and I also have an yellow over there, so I'll bring this over there. Once you have done all the three centers, next we'll be correcting all the tips which are at the corners over here. So once you have done with all the tips and also the centers, then make sure that you hold this towards your bottom, and then find the edge pieces, which are nothing but the pieces over here and the pieces over here, which are in middle of any two center pieces. And next we'll be hunting for our edge pieces with the bottom color. So in this case our bottom color is yellow. So now that we have kept our solid face at the bottom, we'll be hunting with these three spots for our bottom edge pieces. Bottom edge pieces are nothing but the edge pieces which have the bottom color. In this case we have yellow, so this is an bottom edge piece with bottom color as yellow and with blue. So this piece right here needs to go over here. And as we have already learned, when the bottom color faces you, then all you have to do is to make a sledgehammer in order to place it like that. See that once you have done with the insertion of the edge pieces, we have one bar like this. Followed by it, we'll be also inserting another bottom edge piece in such a way that we'll be having a V shape of the solid face. Alright, so the next edge piece is over here with the bottom color yellow and green. So once you find another bottom edge piece, which is right over here, then make sure that you find a spot where it belongs to. In this case we have yellow and green, and that would go over this spot. So all you have to do when the edge piece, which is over here, is at the back slot, then make sure that you do an U prime in order to face it over here. It needn't be only this slot, but it can be also over here, but we will stick with this one. So now that we have brought this edge piece which was over here to here, then we will insert it this one towards this spot. So as we have already learned, when the bottom color sits towards the right hand side or over here towards the left hand side, then we will take the opposite side. In this case we have right, so we'll take the left side up, insert it over there in such a way that pairs up, and then bring this back. And see that we have a V-like thing with all the tips aligned, and also the three centers, and also with our two edges aligned in it perfectly. Once you have done with the V shape, then make sure that you hold it at the bottom, and next we'll be hunting for this unsolved slot over here. but sometimes in the unsolved slot, the bottom edge piece may itself be present in that. So in that case, all you have to do is to just do a sledgehammer or in any way such that this piece is out over there in its spot where it belongs to. So now that we have taken all the bottom edge pieces, and now we have an edge piece with non-bottom colors, that is with no yellow in this case. Alright, so now that we are completed with our V shape, next hunt for this unsolved edge piece. As soon as you found that edge piece, then make sure that you find its bottom color. In this case, we have green. Once you know that the bottom color is green, then make sure that you bring the green wherever it is facing towards you. So in this case, I have the green over here, so I'll do an U in order to face me. So once you have done with that, your Pyraminx should probably look like this with the V down and also the bottom color, and the bottom color faces you. Next, we will be taking a look at the adjacent color of this bottom unsolved piece. In this case, we have red. So now we know that this edge piece with green and red needs to go over this spot, cause here we have the red centerpiece and the green centerpiece. Next, we'll be taking this edge piece out in such a manner that it pairs them like this. So in this case, we'll be doing L prime, and see that we have paired this edge piece. And as soon as you have paired them, make sure that you move this edge piece wherever it is, whether it's over this spot or whether it's over this spot. Make sure that it goes towards the back slot. So I'll move this one in there such a way that it goes towards the back slot and then restore the centers. Alright, so now that we are completed with our back slot and also the two edges in the V shape, next we have stuck up with the 3 unsolved edge pieces and 1 corner at the top. Alright, so this is where our first case comes in the L4E method in the beginner's way. So in this case, we will be having totally 3 cases with all very easy algorithms. So for this case, when you have the bottom color towards facing you, in this case we have yellow facing me, and when this is towards your right hand side, then all you have to do is do a sledgehammer. So that would look like this. See that we have completed with this one, and we'll complete this case. So this is just a mirror case of this algorithm which we have done a sledgehammer, but all you have to do in this case, we have the bottom color towards your left hand side. So all you have to do is to do the mirror algorithm of the sledgehammer. That is, when this is towards your left hand side, then all you have to do is to just start your sledgehammer using your left hand. That would go like this. So this needs to go over there. Bring that in, bring this in, bring that out, and bring this out. So this is the case which I was talking on. As you can see, we have completed with our back slot, and this is our last 3 edges. But we see a bottom color which is over here, but when you do the sledgehammer, then it will lead us to another case that is really bad in the L4E way. So in this case, all you have to do is that move this edge piece which is over here, right hand side, towards this extreme right, that is over this spot over here. So we'll be doing a U in such a way that this is over here, and then all you have to do is to bring this up, similar in an R, U, R down, which we will be doing in the 3x3, like that, R, U, see that we have paired them up, and R down. And this is just the mirror case of the last case. So in this case, we have the left, but the center and the edge piece matches together. So all you have to do is that make sure that this edge piece, which is towards the left hand side, to go towards its extreme left, which is over here. And that would go like that. See that we have moved this edge piece towards your extreme left, and then do the mirrored moves. So that would be L up, parrot, and then restore the centers. So this is our last and final case in the L4E method. So once you have got no bottom color facing you, then this is probably our last case and the final one. So we must have the bottom color somewhere towards the left hand side or towards the right hand side. So in this case, I have the bottom color towards my left hand side, and this one right here needs to go over here, which is obvious. So this is the edge piece we are looking for, and when you find this edge piece with the bottom color, when that's towards your left hand side, then all you have to do is to make sure that you bring the opposite moves towards the up hand side. So in this case, I have the left, so left's opposite what? So left's opposite is right hand side, so bring the right up, and then we are going to replace this towards your here such that yellow and yellow matches up. So we'll be doing like this, see that yellow and yellow matches up, and then our cube will be solved. So this is also just the mirror case of our final case, but in this case we have the bottom color not facing us but towards the right hand side. So all you have to do is to bring left up and then replace yellow with yellow like that, and then bring this down. That's it for today's tutorial, guys, and if you have any questions related to this method, then maybe you can let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, keep cubing. Bye.